When planning a vacation to Universal, deciding where to stay is a huge part of the planning process, and although at times it's very appealing to stay on Universal property at a Universal resort, sometimes that can get very expensive and take up a lot of your Universal budget. But did you know that Universal actually has partner hotels with some of the surrounding hotels near Universal that are great options to stay at? Personally, we have loved our experience staying at the Drury Inn and Suites near Universal Orlando Resort, and I want to share a little bit of the perks that you can actually take advantage of when staying at this resort for your next Universal vacation. So let's go ahead and get on into these perks. The first thing that we really liked were the rooms at the actual hotel. They are very nice sized, and let's take a little bit of a look at the most recent room that we stayed in at the Drury. We got room 633, and it looks like this is one of the corner rooms. So this is the 2-queen bedroom, and in previous stays, some of the rooms have had a conjoining door, so you can actually have a walkway that goes in between 2 rooms if you have more people that you are traveling in a party with. But there is a large standing mirror in this room. Here's a look at the bathroom. Has a nice countertop, a sink, very nice large mirror. And then the shower is very nice as well. What I really like is that they actually have the shampoo and conditioner and body wash soap pumps that you don't have to worry about getting extra sample sizes. They just have the soap pumps there. Very nice tub. And then also, of course, there is the toilet, lots of towels and washcloths. There is a hair dryer to use as well, some tissues in the vanity here, and then going back into the main room, there is a sitting chair, the 2 queen beds, of course. There is a desk space in case you need to do any work, a little dish for ice. We talked about some of the amenities they have here with the bar and the restaurant that they have. This is the TV. They do have a coffee maker and just these little fillers that they have with the coffee maker. And there are some dresser spaces, but there is a microwave and a fridge, which is very nice if you wanted to get groceries or have any snacks. There is some dresser space, like I said, and then there's just a little sitting stool. Let's see what our view looks like though. Oh, it looks like we're just looking out into the city a little bit. So we've got a little bit of a view, not looking at the park, but that is all good. And let's see what we have as far as outlets. So there are 2 outlets here, but there is a nice little block here with the clock that has the USB ports and then more plugs. So that's actually really nice. There's 2 other lamps, another little dresser space in here, a Bible, of course, and that is what the inside of the hotel room is looking like. There also are some other outlet plugs if you need more outlet space, but this is a very nice and spacious room. This is nice. It is one of the corner rooms. The room that we had in the past, I would say, was still kind of similar size, but not as big, so this definitely was nice as a room goes. As I mentioned, we have stayed at the Drury Inn a couple of times whenever it comes to actually going to Universal, and myself and my family included have absolutely loved our stay at this resort due to all of the perks that there are. There is a very friendly staff whenever it comes to staying at any of the Drury Inn hotels. And the one thing we love about it is that it is very conveniently located near Universal without actually staying on Universal property. It's about a 2-mile drive to actually get to Universal from the actual hotel. One nice thing about staying at the Drury is even though it's not technically a Universal resort, it is a partner hotel, and it actually has its own transportation to and from the parks. This is super convenient because if you are flying into Orlando and you aren't thinking of getting a rental car, this is a perfect way to avoid having to get a car in general, be able to stay off property, but still have the perk of having a transportation system to take you to and from the parks. But if you are driving to your Universal vacation or you are thinking of getting a rental car for whatever reason, the nice thing too is that there is free parking at this hotel. When you are staying at a Universal resort, most likely you will have to pay for parking every night of your visit, which can definitely add up for the amount of days that you are staying at Universal. But at the Drury, it is free parking, and with it being a Universal partner hotel, there is actually a Universal booth in the lobby of the hotel where a Universal representative comes and they can help you get tickets, packages, and help you with your visit. So let's learn a little bit of that. Since this is a Universal partner hotel, they actually have an official Universal Orlando Resort Ticket Center booth here at the beginning and in the lobby of the resort. It's open at 7 a.m. to 11, where they have a Universal rep here that can help you get tickets, help you get packages. I actually renewed my annual pass here. It was very convenient. And they do have a shuttle that takes you to Universal itself, which is very convenient. It's not too far away. Here's a look at the current schedule, the bus schedule that will take you to Universal. So it does go separate times during the day. The only thing that I wish was that there were more times to actually go back and forth from the park, so you definitely will want to plan around this. It does stop at the different resorts along the way, so you're not going to be the only resort that's riding the shuttle. So definitely just be in mind, or keep in mind, that there are different times that you're going to want to look out for, so that way you can get on the shuttle and get back to the resort unless you are choosing just to Uber. So that was super convenient, having a Universal booth be right in the lobby of the resort, so that way you don't have to take up a lot of time when you actually get to the parks, trying to figure out your tickets and wasting a lot of valuable park time. Also, when we talked about transportation, you did see that there were certain times that you're going to want to be mindful of in order to get the actual shuttle to and from the parks. I do wish they had more shuttle times. Maybe they will add that in the future, but it is just a bonus having it in general. And if you are needing more flexibility going back to and from the hotel from the parks, you can always choose to get an Uber or Lyft, since it's very close and very conveniently located. We saw that they weren't very expensive to get an Uber or Lyft back to and from the parks or the resort, so that's always an option that you have. But since we're on the topic, we'll continue to talk about the shuttle that you can get from the hotel to Universal. The shuttle is actually a big shuttle bus. As you can see here, it is decorated with Universal pictures, so that way you know exactly what it looks like whenever you are actually going to use it. The bus will pick you up at the lobby of the hotel and then conveniently take you to where all of the other shuttle buses take you to City Walk to actually get into the parks. It drops you off at the end of the shuttle area, and then when you need to go back to get it to go back to your resort, you will go underneath the staircase into an area where some of the other shuttle buses are picked up. So this was a little confusing for us at first. We weren't sure exactly where you actually get the bus. There are some signs that show you where to go, so just so you know ahead of time, you go underneath these stairs to find the bus to take you back to the Drury. The bus didn't take a whole long time at all, but you do want to be mindful of, as I mentioned, you won't be the only resort that is actually on and using that bus. It will stop at 2 other locations taking you back to the Drury, so it seems like they just make a huge loop whenever it comes to using the shuttle, so just be mindful of that. The last thing we absolutely love about the Drury are just all of the food options that they have available there to you. Whenever it comes to staying at a Universal resort, you will most likely have to pay for the breakfast that you want to have and pay for all of your meals whenever you are there. But the nice thing about the Drury is there's a lot of food included with your stay. So they do have a complimentary breakfast available to you every morning, where you can get waffles, there's sausage, eggs, cereal, yogurt, you name it, any type of typical hotel breakfast that you typically get. There are all of those options there, which is super convenient to get you started for the day before you go to the Universal parks. When I went, the thing that I absolutely loved doing was getting a banana or just some slices of bread, so that way I could even make a sandwich for myself whenever going to the parks, because you know that I love packing snacks and bringing some food with me whenever I go to Universal or Disney World in general. So this was very convenient for me. I definitely took some things with me from breakfast, so that way I had them in the parks and didn't have to spend a lot of money in that sense. So not only do they have the free breakfast for you, which is a total perk in itself, but they also have a 5 p.m. kickback, which is almost like a dinner and happy hour type thing that you and all of the guests staying with you have access to. This is super handy because this avoids you having to pay money for a dinner if you are looking to just eat in and save a little bit of money. Let's show you exactly what we ate ate whenever we were most recently at the Drury Inn.
Here's a look at some of the food I started with for the kickback tonight. I just got some mashed potatoes. I went with some nachos and cheese. There's some mixed vegetables, and for my drink, I went with a tequila sunrise.
So that's a little bit of what you can expect to eat during the kickback. Whenever we were there originally, we did get chicken Alfredo, and there were some sausages and a lot of other good dinner type foods, so this is a great thing to take advantage of. As far as our experience went, we went to the parks for the day and then knew that we could take advantage of the kickback, so we came and had a dinner, which was a great way for us to save money in terms of meals. And then after the kickback, I had a car personally, so we were able to drive back to the parks to enjoy the rest of the evening. But this is a great way for you to take the shuttle back from the parks for the kickback, and then you could always Uber back for the rest of the evening. As far as the happy hour portion of the kickback goes, each person that you are traveling with is given a drink voucher that you are able to get 3 drinks per night, which was very convenient, kind of a fun thing to do to ease into the evening and to kind of relax after a day at Universal.
We stopped by the restaurant slash bar for a late night snack. We got the molten lava cake and the Bavarian pretzels. Don't mind the water stain here, but here's a look at the menu. There's the drink menu if you're interested. And then here is all of the foods and prices they have. This is actually new from the last time that I visited, but they actually have complimentary popcorn daily from 4 to 8 p.m. We tried it, it's pretty good popcorn, so if you want a refill on your popcorn bucket, you could definitely come back here after your day at Universal and get some popcorn.
So I'm sure by now you can see all of the perks that really come with staying at the Drury Inn for your next Universal vacation. We have really loved our time staying there, and that is the hotel that we are going to continue staying at whenever going to Universal or on Universal trips. We really can't say enough good things about the staff. They are so accommodating and very friendly whenever it comes to checking in, or if you need anything during your visit. We love all of the free food that comes with a stay at the hotel, and that can really save a lot of money in your Universal budget. But also how conveniently located this hotel is to the Universal parks. It really helps you to feel like you are actually staying at Universal with not staying at Universal, because you have access to the shuttle, and there is that ticket booth in the lobby, which is very nice having a Universal representative there to really help you with any of your needs when it comes to tickets or your Universal vacation. But if you're looking for more details about the Drury Inn, here's another review to help you out with any other information you may be looking for. And here's some Universal tips if you are planning a vacation to Universal anytime soon. I hope you have a blast on your Universal vacation. Let me know if you've ever stayed at the Drury Inn near Universal, and we will see you in the next video. See you guys!